Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naveen, and in today's video I'm gonna be doing what I realistically read during a week while I'm also studying for university. I have a presentation that I have to get ready for. So yeah, we'll see how much I can realistically read. So yeah, we'll see how much I can realistically read because I don't want to like push myself too hard because as I said, I have a presentation um to present. So yeah. So I'm in the middle of reading two books on my Kindle. The first one is Save Me by Nicole Rose. It's actually a novella. It's like less than 200 pages. It's 180-ish pages, and for me it's the perfect palate cleanser to read in between different books because they're short, they're sweet, and yeah, I love them. So in this book, we're following our two main characters, whose name I forgot. Like, I actually forgot both of their names because why wouldn't I? Pretty early on the story, we learn that the father of the male main character used to abuse not only his wife but his son as well. So our male main character, he had a phase during his life where he kind of went on a bender and he was drinking a lot and kind of ended up having a problem with his how much he was drinking. So 4 years ago, he went into rehab and he hasn't had a drink since. But the image that his father portrays to people is not at all what he actually is. And his father ends up being killed by some mafia people for, I think he owed them money or something like that. People think that because the son had previously had problems with drinking, those mafia people were after him and they ended up killing his father instead. I don't know why. And it turns out the sister of the female main character actually watched that go on, the actual murder. So they take her to another city because they're like, you know what? You are like in not in trouble because they don't know if they're actually looking if like the mafia people are actually looking for her, but just in case maybe you shouldn't be here. My thing is they are twin sisters. Why just send one away and not the other one when they're identical twins? So if they're technically looking for one and they find the other one, but they don't know she has a sister, an identical twin, they're gonna kill the twin just because they look the same. So I don't know. That part doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. I guess we move on. Now, the female main character is asking the male one to help her find the mafia people so her sister can come back. So, for obvious reasons, the MMC doesn't want to help her at all with that because it's kind of like a suicide mission. Like, when you get to them, what do you think you're gonna do with that? I don't know. It's a dumb, like, to me, the plan, it doesn't make sense, but as I said before, it also doesn't make sense that they only send away one twin sister and not the other one. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with Save Me. Okay, so for the second book, Stephanie Bookish from YouTube, she has a Fable book club and it's called The Cozy Club, and I joined. And the first book, for it's a bi-monthly. Let me check if that's correct. Yeah, so it's a bi-monthly book club, and the first book we're reading for that, it's called Piranesi. And for that, I actually have my reading journal and I have notes. I do have notes because that book, let me tell you, it is something else. So I'm 50% into Piranesi, and we're essentially following our main character, whose name is Piranesi. And let me set the scene. So He lives in this huge house with a lot of hallways and a lot of rooms and a lot of everything, and it has like different levels. So in the lower level you have like the um, the sea, and in the upper levels you have the stars, the sky, I think. I don't know. Okay, so he lives there, and he lives there with the other, and the other is the name that Piranesi gave to the other living human being that is there with him. And Piranesi is the name that the other gave Piranesi. That's not actually his real name, but that's what he goes by. He. Oh, so we have those two, and then we have another 15 dead people that Piranesi tends to. So he has their bones collected and put in like comfortable positions for them, and he brings them water and food and like some kinds of offerings for them to be comfortable in the afterlife, I guess. Okay, so we have our two main characters. I guess the other is a main character. And Piranesi, he basically just explores, and there's a lot of rooms in that house, and in each room there's a lot of statues, and he keeps these little journals in which he like sketches or writes what goes on during that day or whatever. Um he doesn't really talk to the other much. They talk like twice a week maximum, and they kind of go and do their own thing. The book is divided by parts. I don't know how much I can say without it being spoilery, but I'm gonna try my best to. Actually, I don't know what I can say without spoiling. I don't think I don't think I can say much more than I just said without giving away spoilers, which I don't want to do. Um all I'm gonna say about, I have notes, okay, but I don't think I'm gonna go into my notes because yeah, I'm gonna get into spoilers and I don't really wanna do that. But um so basically that's like the premise of the book. And I went into the book blind. I usually go into my books blind. You guys know this by now. I don't like reading synopsis because I feel like sometimes they are kind of spoilery in their own way, and I don't know. I enjoy going into books blind. So I went into this one blind, and I'm 50% into the book. And all I can say is that this book feels like a fever dream. I have no idea what is going on at all at any time. It just it's I'm enjoying it because it's so fast paced and it's so easy to read, and Piranesi's character is actually quite wholesome, I would say. And there are some twists that makes the plot interesting, but it does feel like a fever dream. I don't know what, I don't know how else to describe it. It just feels like a fever dream. How many times can I say fever dream? It does feel like that. So yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. I'm actually going to try and finish Piranesi right now, today. I was going to try and finish Save Me as well, but it's 7 p.m. and I think Save Me I can read tomorrow, because tomorrow morning I'm going to Teams with my brothers for breakfast, and then he's going to class and I'm staying to write my script for my presentation. And after I'm done with the script, I want to read a little bit so I can read Save Me there. I don't know. What I do know is I do want to finish Piranesi today because the book I want to start tomorrow after I finish Save Me is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. And yeah, those are all the updates I have for right now. And I'll see you guys once I'm done with Piranesi. Hello guys, I'm back. I know I said the next time you'll see me, it's probably when I'm done with Piranesi. I'm not done with Piranesi. I'm 173 pages into the book, which is around 70%. And I am I have to say, I think I'm gonna have to say I'm obsessed with this book right now because there are so many things going on. Like the mystery in this book is like chef's kiss. The way it's done, it's amazing. It's done in a way where Piranesi himself he isn't consciously looking for the answers. He's just like unconsciously doing it, and you want to do it with him and you want to help him get the answers. Not only for him, but for you as well, because you want to know what's going on. You have no idea what is going on. There's been mention of like another world, and at first I thought it might be like another dimension or something like that, but I think my theory, which is a little bit of a spoiler, but my theory is that the other world they're talking about is actually the real world, like the world we know as the real world. I don't know. It's a lot. um but yeah, I'm really tired. It's like 8:20. It's like 8:20 p.m. and I just want to go to bed. But I'm really tired. It's like 8:20 p.m. and I want to go to bed because I'm a grandma. And yeah. No, but like really I'm so tired, but I know I'm not going to be able to like stop reading until I get to the end and I have the answers that I'm looking for. And I really really hope that this book is not like an open end book where you can like interpret the end you want. I don't want to interpret anything. I want like solid, concrete answers to the questions that I have, and I really hope I get them. So, yeah, that's my little update for right now, and now I'll see you when I'm done with the book.
The next day.
Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning. Don't know why I don't know what time it is because my phone is somewhere there over there. But yeah, so I told you yesterday we were supposed to go to breakfast. I woke up this morning and looked at the weather app, and it was minus 14 degrees outside. Well, it is minus 14 degrees outside. And guess what? I'm not going outside. I'm not. I'm sorry, I can't. That's way too much for me. It's way too cold. I don't want to leave my bed. And the things I was gonna get done at the coffee shop, I can get them done here. I was probably going to be more productive over there if we are being completely honest, but there's just no way because why there's no need for it to be this cold, like literally no need. But yeah, so what I've done, a little recap of yesterday. I didn't end up updating you guys because I took off my makeup, did my little skincare, took my Kindle to bed, started reading, and then fell asleep. So I fell asleep around the 89% mark. And this morning when I woke up, the first thing I did was finish the book. And yeah, I finished Piranesi this morning. I gave it a 3 star because I don't know how I felt about the ending. It was a pretty open ending, and as I said before, I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case. It was, but I, I also have to say that I did get the answer to the questions that I have. So you're not left with questions. You are left with questions, but you're not left with the questions that you start the book with. So yeah, I gave it a 3 stars because I really enjoyed it. It was a fun read, but it lacked something for me to give it a 4 star. Now I want to finish reading Save Me. I'm like 20% into the book, so I've just barely made a dent in it. But yeah, I want to continue reading and finish Save Me. Then I'm gonna start with my script for my project. Then I'm gonna start with the script for my project presentation for school. And after I'm done with that, the book I want to start reading today is. I'm pretty sure I said it yesterday, but if I didn't say it, I'll say it again. It was The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden, which is a thriller. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've I've explained before my relationship with Frida McFadden books. I don't typically I don't love them. I do not. But I do enjoy them in the same way you enjoy trashy reality TV. So for me that's the equivalent to her books. And they're pretty fast to read as well. Um so yeah, I think that's all I have to update you guys on.
Much later.
Hello guys, how are we? I just had a shower. I washed my hair and I feel fresh and cleaned and refreshed as well. So I'm gonna give you guys some updates that I have. So as I said, I finished Save Me by, I didn't say it, but I did finish Save Me by not Jessa, by Nicole Rose. And yeah, like I said, it was a very sweet, cute, fast read. Um, there was her books are pretty much her novellas, I would say. They're pretty much insta love, so if you don't like that, you're not gonna like it. So yeah, I finished the book and it actually had me on my feels. Actually I would say trigger warnings for um abuse and domestic violence. So yeah, trigger warnings there. Um, but yeah, the book touched me. I don't know how she does it, but she pours so much emotion into such short stories, and I love her for it because yes, they are like very short, insta lovey kind of books, but at the same time, they are not. They are deep, you know. The characters are flawed and not in a bad way, but in a good way. And we do go through character development, so that's why I love her books so much, because as much as they're like quick and easy to read, they are not empty, if that makes sense. So that's my update for Save Me. Loved it. I gave it a 4.5 stars. Amazing. And now I have to start The Boyfriend by who? By Frida McFadden. So as I said before, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I said it or not, I'm pretty sure I did. I enjoy Frida McFadden books the way I enjoy trashy reality TV. I don't know if it's disrespectful careful to compare the two. I don't know, but to me, they kind of are in the same realm of things. So yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to go into it because I find them so absurd, 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 absurd. Let me find a synonym for that word because I cannot pronounce it to save my life. Okay, so I find them so ridiculous. It's they're insane. Like the plot twist and what the characters are doing and what their thought process. Everything is just ridiculous and I love it. I love her for it. But yeah, I usually they're not higher than a 3 or a 3.5 star for me, but I do enjoy them and I keep I keep going back and reading them, you know? So I enjoy them to a certain I do enjoy them to a certain extent. And while I'm going to be reading The Boyfriend on my Kindle, I decided I wanted to start another audiobook. So I went into I looked well. Let me actually see if it's yeah, it's not an audible. It's not an audible, so I use another app, audiobooks, and I found it. And the book I'm talking about, I was actually looking for A Man Called Ove. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, I was looking for that. I didn't find it, but I did find Anxious. I did find Anxious People by Frederick. But I did find Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, and that's what I'm listening to right now. I'm only I'm not even the first chapter into the book, but yeah, I'm gonna be listening to it as I do things, and yeah, I'm so excited because I've heard really, really great things about Fredericks. Why do I want to keep calling him Frederick? His name is Frederick. So I've heard really good things about his books, and I'm so excited to actually be getting into one of them. And yeah, words are not on my side today. English? I don't know her apparently. Yeah, those are my updates and I guess I'll see you. I don't have a synopsis to give you from Anxious People because as you guys know, or if you're new here, I like to go into books blind and that's what I am doing. I don't know what it's about. So I'll tell you guys what it's about once I grasp what it's about. But yeah, that's my update for now. I guess I'll see you guys. I don't know when.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, I am 10 chapters into Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, and I think I have grasped enough of the plot to give you guys a synopsis. So essentially, we have this man that does a bank robbery and it goes wrong. So while he's escaping, he just walks into the first door that he sees, and it turns out the only way out of that door is up the stairs. So he goes up and then he finds one of the flats has the door open. So he goes into the flat and it turns out it was like an open viewing because the flat was on sale. I don't know why I'm saying flat. The apartment was on sale. And yeah, so it turns from a bank robbery gone wrong to a hostage situation pretty quickly. And so that's how the book starts, or that's the whole premise of the book, I would say. And then we have, so the hostages have gone out and they are being interrogated by the police. So we have an older police officer and a younger one. The young one is interrogating the real estate agent that was doing the house viewing, and he's kind of getting frustrated with her because her answers are a bit frustrating, to be honest. So he's getting frustrated, and then the older policeman comes in and tries to take the interrogation in a different route. So maybe that way the real estate agent would be more, I don't know, open to actually talk and say what has been going on, you know? So that's where I'm at. And the other, I have a little, I have another update, but I think it's a little bit of a spoiler. If you don't want to hear it, just skip forward. But I think it was supposed to be a little bit of a plot twist, but to me, it wasn't that, like, I wasn't surprised when I found out. I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. And the thing is, the older policeman is the father of the younger one. So, yeah, that's the spoiler. The spoiler is done. That's all. It wasn't really spoilery to me because the way everything is set up until that point, it's leading you into thinking, well, this is what it is. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I love the writing. I'm I'm only 10 chapters in, and I'm I'm gonna say it. I'm in love with the writing. It's so fun. Um, I have a feeling I'm gonna cry with this book, and I kind of want to cry with the book. I want to cry. I don't know. Also, look at my cute little jelly cat that I got yesterday. Isn't he adorable? It's a little red velvet cake with a candle. I'm in love with it. I have to name it. So if you guys have any name suggestions, just leave them in the comments. And yeah, that's my update for right now. I'm gonna continue listening to it and let you guys know if my thoughts change. But right now, I'm really loving it, and it's on the way of being a 5-star, which I know is like brave to say because I'm only 10 chapters into the whole thing, but it's well on its way to being a 5-star. And I'm really excited because it would be not only the first 5-star of the year, but the first 5-star in a while. Like a while. But okay, I'm gonna shut up now and I'll see you guys sometime later. Hello guys. I just got a package from THECOFFEEMONSTERZCO, and I thought I would do an unboxing with you guys because why not? And so this is gonna be an unboxing and also a haul of what I got. This was what I got from the January 18th drop, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let me open it. Well, it wasn't that confusing. All I know, I don't really remember much of what I got. I only know that I got a shit ton of washi and I got the inks. As for stickers, I don't really remember what I got. So we'll see. I'm gonna start with the Robert Oster. I'm gonna start with the Robert Oster inks. So I got the two that they have. They have Coffee Monster. So Coffee Monster, and it's, as you saw, a little like a brown ink. And then we have a Day to Night. So these are the two little inks that I got. They are in a plastic bottle, which I enjoy, and these are the biggest inks I have because I only got small samples of inks, or I got inks in cartridges. So yeah, we'll see about this. Then I'm gonna leave the washi for last because it's a lot of washi. So, oh my god, it's so cute. The January, the little thank you card, it says you have made it this far. This is so cute. I love it. I have a lot of stuff over here and I have a lot of stuff around me and I'm just getting overstimulated. But so I got the two envelopes, the A5 one. I got the A5 one and it has this. So we have this print. And then we have the same print in the A6 size. I really love the envelopes and I use them a lot. Then I have the monthly calendar things. And oh, sticker seals. I'm pretty sure I got a bunch of sticker seals. This is a freebie, the little chapter 1 freebie, which is adorable. Now let's get into the stickers. I got 2 of these Hobonichi Cousin date cover numbers. And I got 2 of the date cover days. Because I use these on my weekly spreads on my Hobonichi. Then I got 3 of the weekly overview rainbow little dots with each day of the week. And these are, I don't know if I said it or not, but these are the rainbow ones. And then for sticker seals, I got Coffee Time, which are these ones. I got Cozy Cafe, which are these ones. I've got Trouble. So these are the ones for Trouble. Then I got Reading, which is just a bunch of books we love. And then I got Night Sky, which are these. They're so cute. So that's all the stickers I got. And then, of course, I got a lot of washi. So now for the washi, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rolls of washi tape. So yeah, let's get started. The first one is this cute reading one. I think it was called Cozy Reading or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's really pretty. Then we have Coffee Time, which it has all of the different types of coffee you can get. Then this one, I think it's just like a chore one. Has different kinds of chores, but I do love the background. I love the gradient from purple to blue and the silver. I think this one has silver foil, so I love that silver foil. Next, we had Coffee Time before, and now we have Tea Time. So Tea Time, it's pretty similar to coffee, but instead of the Tea Time, it's pretty similar to Coffee Time, but instead of coffee, you just have tea. Then we have this big washi with a skyline of a city and the little details of all the little emojis doing things around the city. It's just, I just love Helen's designs and how much thought she puts into them. Then we have this one, which is one of the sky ones. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's just like a pinky, orangey sky. After that, we have, I think this one was called In the Kitchen or like Baking Time or something like that, but it has a lot of baking involved in it and some cooking as well. So I think it's called In the Kitchen. This one is another kind of city skyline, but this one is like pinky and it's super cute. And then the last two I have. First, I have the emoji onesie ones. So it's a bunch of emojis wearing the different type of onesies they have. And the last one, it's called Down Days, and it has a lot of like sad emotions, but at the same time the background, it's super bright and super colorful, so I love that contrast. And that's all I got. Actually, it's not. I'm waiting. Actually, it's not. I'm waiting for a second package. And in that one, I got a bunch of sticker seals again. And I also got a bunch of the little icons, the tiny icons. I got a bunch of the tiny icons. So I'll do an unboxing with you guys once it gets here. And yeah, maybe I'll show you what I'm gonna do with all of these right now. So, for now, I'm gonna put the little calendar plus the sticker seals on my A5 envelope. So this is where the calendar stickers I'm gonna put in my Hobonichi cousin, but this is where I'm gonna keep all of my sticker seals in this envelope. And then I have this pink envelope which has things inside already. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the tiny icons that I have in here and I'm gonna put them in the small one that I just got. So we have that out of the way. And then for my washi, I'm gonna show you what I do. Just give me a second. So I have this little pocket Leuchtturm in collaboration with the THECOFFEEMONSTERZCO. And what I do in here is I put a strip of washi, of every single washi I have from the THECOFFEEMONSTERZCO in here. So in here we have a strip of every single one, and now I have to do that with the 10 that I just showed you guys. And I also put the names on there, on here, just so I don't forget, and the dimension. So if it's a 15 millimeter washi, or a 20, or a 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna do that with the washi, and as well as, okay, so since I'm going to be doing that, I'm gonna be putting the calendar stickers on my Hobonichi, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Okay, so this is the first page of the Hobonichi cousin, the calendar, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take each little sticker and put it on its corresponding month in here. So I have my tweezers, and I'm just gonna time lapse it so you guys, and I'm just gonna time lapse it so you guys don't have to sit here for forever watching me stick stickers into a page. So this is the result of me putting the stickers in this page. It's not straight at all, but it's fine. It's just for decoration, and I'm so happy with it. Hey, please ignore my hair. I know it's a mess, but it is what it is. I come with updates for anxious people. I'm 30 chapters into the book, and I'm loving it. It's so fun. So, um, you kind of go back and forth in time between the police interviews and when the actual hostage situation took place. But I usually I don't enjoy when a book does that, like goes back and forth in time. But with this one, I'm actually kind of enjoying it because while we're doing that, you're also getting to know the characters, which is fun. So let me talk a little bit about the hostages. So we have Sarah, which is she's an analyst at some type of place. So she's in the flat because her hobby is just going to apartments that have a balcony, and that balcony has to have a view to a bridge. So that specific apartment had a balcony with a view to that bridge, so that's why she's there. And we have the real estate agent. We have the real estate agent that is like showing the house to people. And we have two couples. We have Annalena and Roger, and they are an older couple, and basically their whole thing is they buy houses, flip them, and then resell them. So yeah, they're kind of doing that. At least in Annalena's mind, they're doing that to keep their marriage alive. She used a really good metaphor. She said there's a specific type of shark that needs to keep moving for it to breathe and not die. And our marriage has turned into a shark. Like, it needs to keep moving or else it's gonna die. At least that's her perspective of it, but I really liked that comparison. I don't know. It really stuck with me. And then we have the other couple, which is Julia and Ro. Um, Julia ex- Julia is pregnant, and she's decided that she's going to buy that house. She doesn't care that there's a hostage situation because actually um she doesn't care that a possible she's not a possible hostage. She is a hostage, and she doesn't care. Like, the bank robber offers her to leave because she's pregnant, and he doesn't want to kill anyone, especially not a pregnant woman. So she's like, no, I'm not leaving until I buy this house, because apparently she's so determined to get this house, because they have been looking at houses for a long time, and Roe has always found something wrong with them, and then she's like, I'm fed up at looking at houses. This is the house we're buying. I don't care if you like it or not, we are buying this house. Even if I have to birth my child in this house, we're buying it. And those were her exact words, which I found hilarious. I'm loving it because it's such an interesting bunch of people grouped together in a really, like, a high stress situation. And it's also kind of funny because no one is taking it seriously, at least not right now. And the book also has its deep moments. There, I would say there's trigger warning for self harm or self exit. Not self harm, but self exit. I don't want to say, I don't know what I can say on or not on YouTube. That's why I'm saying self exit, but I think you guys know what I'm referring to. Um, but yeah, that's a trigger warning. And I I am really enjoying how the book flows in between dark moments and really sad moments, and then the more light and funny moments. It's done in a way where you don't get any type of whiplash. It feels natural. It's so well written. I am really enjoying it, like, a lot. I I knew I had some expectations of liking it because I've heard really good things about Frederick Backman and his writing, but I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I'm liking it, which is wonderful because, I'm liking a book. I'm loving the book. I'm having a good time listening to it. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it today. Probably I'm going to try to finish it today. And yeah, we'll see. I'm just excited to finish it and see where the whole plot goes. And also, we found out that some of the characters are connected to each other in a very sad but beautiful way. It's that really touched me. That part when we realize who is connected to who and why they are connected. Yeah, that had me a little bit on my feels. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue read. I'm just gonna continue listening to the book, and um, I'm just gonna continue listening to the book and see where it takes me.
Several days later.
I'm back and I have some updates for you guys. So yesterday I finally finished what did I finish? I finally finished Anxious People. And let me tell you guys, I gave that book 5 stars. And it was so much more than just a robbery gone wrong story or a hostage situation story. It was so much more than that. It was story it was a story about surviving, and it was a story about people being people and people helping people. And as the book itself said, it was a story about idiots. And I loved it so much and I enjoyed it so much as well. The writing, oh my god, the writing. It was so fun but beautiful and poetic at the same time. Like, it was poetic without trying too much. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, and each and every single character was lovable in their own way. They were so wholesome in their own way. I have no words to describe this book. It was amazing. I want to read more of his books so bad now. Um but yeah, it was just simply amazing. I just, yeah, the first 5-star book of the year, and I'm so happy it is that one. I'm gonna be thinking about it for such a long time because it's a story about friends, it's a story about love, about, as I said before, people just being people, and other people seeing that and just helping them, you know? It was so many things at the same time, and just I have no no words for it. It was just amazing. I want to talk so much about it, but I don't want to spoil anything, so I can't. That's why I'm being like vague, but it was amazing. It was so 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 good, and I'm so happy that I read it. And I'm actually super happy that I read it, like that I listened. I'm actually super happy that I listened to it because I feel like the audiobook really enhanced the reading experience for me because the narrator was so good. It was amazing how good she was, how you could feel the switch in between every single character, and you could tell who who it was before they, like the way she switched so flawlessly between characters, and the way you could tell which character she was even before they told you which even before they told you which character she was. Nah, it was amazing. I have nothing but good things to say about the book and the audiobook. So yeah, as you guys can see, I washed my hair today and then I blow dried it. And now it's like 6:30 p.m. I think I'm gonna edit for a little bit, and after editing, I have some journaling to do, and then after I finish my journaling for the day, then I am going to start The Boyfriend. Finally, I'm going to start. Finally, I am going to start The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I feel like I've been telling you guys that I'm gonna start that book for, I don't know, days now, and I'm finally going to start it today. And I'm gonna start it today. Then I'll give you guys an update probably tomorrow, and then I'm gonna continue reading it tomorrow. And I want to have it done by today's Monday, so I want to get it done by Wednesday because this video goes up on a Thursday. So yeah, and it's a 400-page book, but I think I can do it. It's a thriller. It's gonna be really fast paced. So yeah, I'm just gonna go edit for a little bit and then read.
The next day.
Hello guys, it's now the next day and I'm here to close up the vlog and give you a little bit of an explanation. As I said, I was supposed to be reading The Boyfriend, but I don't know why. it's just not physically possible for me right now. Like, just the thought of picking up my Kindle and reading, it sounds terrible right now, and I feel like the video is long. I feel like the video is already long enough, so I don't want to drag it just for the sake of dragging it. Um, I'm sorry if any of you were excited for me to read The Boyfriend. I promise I'm gonna read it in my next video for next week, but for this week I can't. And as I said before, I never wanted this to become like a chore. I want it to be something that I enjoy, because I enjoy reading, but I'm a mood reader. And if I force myself to read, I'm just not gonna enjoy it. And I know if I do that, I'm not giving the book a fair chance. I'm just gonna be hating it just because I wasn't in the mood to read in the first place. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that, but I promise next week's video, the first book we are reading, it's The Boyfriend by Freddie McFadden. You have my word. Um but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and I'll see you guys on my next one.